Is here with what he found out. Jeff, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Matt. It's very scary. We're talking about this. It's the birth control patch, and there's growing evidence it's far more risky than the pill, causing strokes and blood clots. In fact, we've uncovered its maker, Johnson & Johnson, may have known about the problems for years, and yet they're still selling it today.
Look at this. It's the birth control patch, Ortho Evra.
When it first hit the market in 2002, the birth control patch, Ortho Evra, was an instant hit. Time magazine called it one of the best inventions of the year. To this day, doctors have written nearly 40 million prescriptions for it.
You can put it here, here, or here.
But as sales surged, so did claims of injury and even death.
She just got up and collapsed at the doorway. She was gone instantly.
Adriana Duffy was a freshman in college, a top student athlete in perfect health. She had a serious boyfriend and told her mom she wanted to be responsible, so their doctor prescribed Ortho Evra.
Did you think the patch was any more dangerous than the pill?
No, it's a Johnson & Johnson product. They're the most trusted brand for baby products, so why would I question their birth control patch?
But one night in her dorm room, Adriana fell to the floor. The girl who'd been the picture of health was dead. Her family says that's when they learned the patch may be to blame. In fact, more than 2,400 women claim Ortho Evra hurt them too. And lawsuits claim more than 24 have died, many from blood clots. That's exactly what killed Adriana. Now her family, like thousands of others, is suing Johnson & Johnson.
It's outrageous. It's horrifying. How many young women have to die from using this product before it's off the market?
Some experts say what makes the patch too dangerous is the high level of estrogen it delivers, 60% more estrogen than the pill. When you swallow the pill, it's a quick hit, which quickly dissolves in your system. But with the patch, estrogen keeps flowing directly into your bloodstream for an entire week. Dr. Sidney Wolf is medical director of the watchdog group Public Citizen.
With the patch, it goes up and just sort of stays up. In other words, there's no relief of the body of the woman from getting estrogen.
And research shows that can lead to deadly blood clots and strokes. NBC News has obtained private internal documents from Johnson & Johnson, the maker of the patch, that suggests they knew about the risk years ago. According to these patient reports, between 2002 and 2004, Ortho Evra was 12 times more likely to cause strokes and 18 times more likely to cause blood clots than the pill. And there's more. In 2005, this J&J vice president suddenly quit. NBC News has obtained his resignation letter. I have been involved in the safety evaluation of Ortho Evra since its introduction on the market. He said research showed the estrogenic exposure of the patch was unusually high, as was the rate of fatalities. Compelling evidence, he said, the company ignored. Therefore, he wrote, it became impossible for me to stay in my position as VP. Our Today investigation also found this lawsuit by another vice president. He's suing Johnson & Johnson for unlawful termination after he says he blew the whistle on the patch's dangerously high levels of estrogen, even before it came to market. The company, he said, disregarded his concerns and launched the product anyway.
The company knew about much of it, if not all of it. They thought correctly that it wouldn't sell as well if you told people how dangerous it was.
Dr. Wolf and his safety group have petitioned the FDA to pull Ortho Evra off the market. That was 2 years ago. The FDA still hasn't made a decision. In the meantime, Johnson & Johnson continues settling lawsuits quietly. According to Bloomberg, the company has paid out an estimated $68 million to victims, a small number compared to the $1.6 billion they've made on sales of the patch.
They're making a significant profit on this product off the backs of people like Adriana.
In 2006, J&J did make changes to the patch's inside label, warning in fine print about the increased levels of estrogen and its own studies showing a doubling of risk of serious blood clots.
J&J would say, look, we put all of the risks right there on the warning label, and it's up to you, the consumer, to read it.
There is nothing in that warning that could help me understand that a patch would kill a healthy young 17-year-old woman.
Still, not everyone is against the patch. We spoke with several doctors who continue to prescribe it. After all, they say it's FDA approved. Yes, the health risks are higher than the pill, but they say they're still relatively small and worth it to protect women from becoming pregnant.
But Dr. Wolf says it's not worth it, that Ortho Evra is not only riskier, but also has a higher dropout rate than the pill, and is no better at preventing pregnancy.
We don't ask FDA to ban anything unless we think it's quite clear that the risks outweigh the benefits.
We wanted to speak with Johnson & Johnson on camera, but the company declined our request for an interview. In an email, the company also declined to answer any of our questions about the patch, citing ongoing litigation. Instead, J&J said it's regularly disclosed scientific data regarding Ortho Evra to the FDA, the medical community, and the public in a timely manner. And when used according to the FDA-approved label, Ortho Evra is safe and effective. But this mother says the patch killed her daughter, and she wants it off the market for good.
Most people who've sued J&J over this have settled with confidential financial agreements. Will you settle?
There's no amount of money that's going to give me back my daughter. And before I take money and know that other young women are going to die from this and other mothers are going to be in my situation, I'm going all the way to trial. I want them accountable for allowing this to happen.
We asked the FDA, why haven't you made a decision yet, 2 years later, whether to pull this product off the market? A spokeswoman told us it's a complicated issue that takes time to review. By the way, experts say you should never stop using birth control, Matt, including the patch, even after everything you saw, until you speak with your doctor first.
That's important information,
Very important.
No question. Compelling story. Jeff, thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's 7:50 now. Ahead on a much lighter note, Jenna Bush Hager goes after my today speed record on a NASCAR track. But first, these messages.